Hello, this is Dr. McCullough, and today I want to talk to you about healthy bathing. If you're like most people, you're cleaning yourself once a day or so. And the potential complication or problem with that is that anything you do on a regular or long-term basis, if it's not optimized and there's some flaw in the strategy that you're using, it can cause problems over the long term. So what are the problems with bathing? You think, what could be problematic with that? Well, let me tell you some of the basic ones. It's related to our water supply. Now, if you, like most people, about 90% of the people viewing this have access to municipal water supply. And in a municipal water supply, there's chlorine. And the chlorine is there for a very good reason so that we don't get sick. And it's been highly effective. Unfortunately, it has some downsides. And the downsides are what I want to talk about today. It also, because the chlorine interacts with organic material in the water, dissolved in the water, or in your body to form disinfection byproducts like trihalomethanes, which are highly toxic, about 10,000 times more toxic than chlorine itself. So,
hi, this is Tim McGaffin II, and I'm here with Sherry McGaffin and Timmy John McGaffin III, and we are giving our full review of the Enagic Anespa, the pros and the cons. And we thought it would be better to give our review outside instead of in the bathroom. It's a better place to do a review. You can hear us better. But here's what the Anespa looks like, and so you can have a visual right there. And here's the box that it came in. So you got Anespa mineral ion water right there. And basically, first of all, let me just explain how the Anespa works. There's you hook it up. It's very easy to connect to your shower head, and the water runs through an active charcoal filter that removes all the impurities out of the water, like chlorine and all the other impurities. And then it goes through some powerful magnets that changes the structure of the water, makes it small clustered. And then minerals are added to the water. So there's 3 different stones. There's the tufa stone, T-U-F-A. It's a mineral stone from Futamata Radium Hot Spring from Hokkaido, Japan. And then there's a mic stone, M-I-C, that makes the water slightly alkaline. And then there's a power stone that generates strong negative ions. And so basically it's like taking a shower or a bath in a natural hot spring without the bad sulfur smell. And
exposure to these over a long run can be a problem. So how do you minimize or limit the damage that these are going to do for you? I'll tell you some simple things that you can do that don't require anything other than knowledge. And that is the bathing time, so that you want to take as quick and as cool a shower as possible, because the higher the temperature, the more likely these gases and constituents are going to volatilize and cause damage to you. So as cool as you can tolerate for the least amount of time, because it really is your likelihood of exposing this, and your risk is absolutely related to your contact time and exposure to the water. So the less time you're in the shower or in your bath, the better it's going to be for you or your family. The other component is the soap that you're using. First and foremost, never use an antibacterial soap. You want to stay away from those things like the plague. Typically, they have a chemical called triclosan, which we've done a number of different articles on. It's highly toxic. It's going to create antibiotic-resistant bacteria, and it's definitely toxic to you, too. It's toxic to the bacteria. It's going to be toxic to you. So use a soap that does not have an antibacterial component to it. So soap by itself still isn't that safe, because you say, well, how is soap not safe? Well, you know, your body was designed to have a protective layer to it. It's called sebum, S-E-B-U-M, and that's essentially a bunch of fatty acids that are on your system that protects the surface of your skin, because your primary method of defense against infections is the barrier on top of your skin. So when you use soap, what most people fail to appreciate is that you're going to wash the sebum away. So you really, I personally don't use soap anywhere but my armpits and my groin.
first of all, Sherry, I think a good way to describe the water is that it's like silk. That's one way I've heard it be described. And
for sure. It feels so moisturizing when you get out of the bath or the shower. I used to have to use a lot of lotion. So
Yeah, so you used to have to use a lot of lotion.
I would feel itchy after I would get out of the bath or shower. And so now it feels like I bathed in lotion or showered in lotion.
Yes.
So we used to have to put lotion on Timmy John after he had his bath, and now we don't put any lotion on him. He's just so soft and moisturized, so it's pretty awesome.
And that's why I wanted to have Timmy in this video, because Sherry would, after she gave Timmy a bath, have to put lotion all over his little baby body. And now his skin is so soft after bathing in the Anespa. You don't need any lotion. Sherry's skin is so soft. I noticed my skin is so soft. It's like bathing in lotion.
Yeah.
I think that's a good way to describe it, bathing in lotion.
Yep.
It's also very relaxing. When you breathe in the steam, the water, your skin soaks up the water more because it's smaller clustered. It soaks up the minerals, so it's very relaxing. Last night, Sherry, you took a bath, and
Yep.
after you were done, I hopped in the same bath water because I felt a little wound up and I wanted to relax, and it really relaxed me really quickly, and I was able to fall asleep really fast. As soon as I hit the pillow, I was knocked out.
Yeah, I find that when I take a bath at night that I sleep so much deeper.
It's very, very relaxing. Like we said, it moisturizes your skin. You don't need any lotion. It's like bathing in lotion. It moisturizes your hair. It repairs your hair. You have softer hair. Your hair grows faster.
It's shinier.
It's shinier.
Yeah.
I noticed our daughter Aubrey, her hair is really shiny now. It is really soft now, and I constantly see her combing it. She loves her hair.
Yeah.
There's a major difference.
And her hair is growing so much faster.
And her hair is growing so much faster.
It's the only place I use it. And I would encourage you to consider a similar strategy because it's going to keep the beneficial sebum on your body. And not so much in the winter, but in the summer when we're exposed to sunshine, that is where the vitamin D is formed. The ultraviolet rays from the sunlight are going to interact with a version of cholesterol in your surface of your skin, and it will form vitamin D. Now, the vitamin D doesn't go instantly into your blood. It's absorbed slowly over time to the point where it actually requires about 2 full days to get all that vitamin D into your skin. So if you take a shower with soap right afterwards, you're going to bathe away that beneficial vitamin D.
And then I noticed it exfoliates your skin.
Yeah, it does a great job exfoliating, and also it just makes your skin feel cleaner.
Good point. It makes your skin feel cleaner. Like the first time we first got the Anespa on February 10th, and now it's March 15th, so it's been almost 5 weeks. The very first night, we were so excited we took a bath, and we didn't use any soap, and we felt so clean without using any soap at all because the water is so different.
Yeah, it really is.
And exfoliates your skin. It makes your skin glow. And like Sherry said before, I used to itch after I got out of the shower too. Now my skin doesn't itch anymore. The water stays hotter for longer. I think that's because the water is smaller cluster.
Which is one of my most favorite things about it, because it's just so wonderful to be in a bath that it just stays really hot for probably twice as long, I would say.
And the shower is great, but I notice you get the real benefit when you take a bath because the water is soaking into your skin. The minerals are soaking into your skin.
And you're just breathing in the negative ions from the steam, which is really relaxing.
The negative ions, absolutely.
Yeah.
And
So those are the simple strategies. If you want to take it to another level, really, I would strongly encourage you to consider a high-quality shower filter. In fact, if you could only get one filter in your home, whether it's a point of use, a shower filter, a whole house filter, I'd recommend a shower filter. You're saying, why would I recommend that? Because that's really your biggest exposure. If you're taking a traditional shower, what most people fail to understand is that, especially a hot shower, within 10 minutes, you're going to consume as much chlorine and disinfection byproducts as if drinking 1 gallon of water. Most of us aren't drinking a gallon of water a day, but it's also going to go more rapidly into your blood, and if you actually measured your blood level of these disinfection byproducts, they would increase by 700% after a 10-minute shower. So it's definitely a real danger. So one of the other benefits of using a shower filter, especially a high-quality one, is it's going to improve the quality of your skin and your hair, because many people complain about the impact of it. In fact, improvement is so dramatic.
you know, and Sherry, you made a good point the other day with Kangen water. We're getting healthy from the inside out, and then from the Anespa, you're getting healthy from the outside in.
Right, and so I always say I now feel as good on the outside as I do on the inside.
Yeah, I love how you say that.
Yeah.
And then we noticed that you can use less product. For example, you don't need to use soap as much, or shampoo or conditioner. And here's Sherry, why don't you go ahead and talk about this soap? I'll hold it up here.
Okay, so this is the Enagic Yukon soap made with turmeric, and I used to use body wash, and now I just exclusively use this Kangen Yukon and honey soap, and it lathers really well. It's just like a really smooth and silky soap, and it's not drying. It doesn't feel like it's stripping your body from the natural oils. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And then conditioner. I noticed that the water acts like a deep conditioner. I don't need to use any conditioner, but with Sherry's hair and longer hair in our family, we've noticed that Sherry, you still have to use a little conditioner.
Yeah, I find that when I do the shower that I need conditioner. I find that like he said, you need less product, and when you use or take a bath and I soak my hair for a long time, I need a lot less conditioner for sure.
Yeah, so you need less conditioner.
Yeah.
I notice I need less shampoo, and I don't use any conditioner.
Yeah.
And I think it just depends on people's hair. Some people I know don't use any conditioner and they have really long hair. And so we just wanted to report on that part of it. And
really provides a much longer contact time with the medium, gives you a much more effective filtration process. Relatively unique design that can be very effective at providing a higher quality water to bathe in. So these are really important principles, and I hope you apply them. Really, it's so crucial because, as I said, when you're doing anything for a long period of time, you can get away with anything a few times, but if you're doing it every day, day in and day out, eventually, if you're not optimizing it, those chronic exposure to these toxic influences can have a negative impact on you and your family's health.
the con of Anespa, we first hooked it up. This is the original bracket that came with it. And here you go, Sherry.
Thanks.
I'm just gonna, so here's the bracket. This is what your shower head sits in the bracket right here, and this connects to where the water comes out, and then the tubes run down into the Anespa where it goes through the magnets and is filtered and has the minerals added to it. But anyways, this bracket, I thought it was.
And I would strongly, if you're going to only have one filter in your house, I would recommend it be a shower filter. But remember, any filter you have is better than no filter, because if you don't have a filter, you're the filter. So hopefully applying this information is going to provide you and your family with the tools you need to take control of your health.
And we hooked it up, but it was leaking, and so that was a con, and so that was a big pain. It was leaking from the top, and I tried a whole bunch of different things to get it to stop leaking, but I couldn't stop it. So I called the Enagic office up, and I had awesome customer service. They said it absolutely should not be leaking. They mailed one out to me. It took 1 business day to get here. We got a new bracket. We hooked it up, no leaking, and so I was really pleased that they had really good customer service and they replaced it, and now we don't have that leaking problem anymore.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that was really good.
Yeah.
But you guys, thanks for watching. That's our report, the pros and the cons of Anespa. And little Timmy John, we're so happy that he doesn't have to, that this is so good for his little baby body and for our whole family, for Sherry and for our daughters and for our son, Christian. The Anespa is really good for everyone's health. And remember that champions ever quit. Hi, this is Tim McGaffin II coming to you live. Sherry and myself, we have had our Anespa for just over 1 year, and I just am changing out the filter now. And so here's to give you a visual what the Anespa looks like. And so the Anespa is manufactured by Enagic, which is the Kangen water company. And so the bath and shower unit, it filters out all the impurities out of the water. And so here's the old filter I just barely removed out of the Anespa. So you can see that up close. And you can kind of see inside there. So this filter removes all the impurities out of the water. And when you take a bath or a shower, the chlorine is absorbed into the skin of your body, and that can cause a lot of different health problems, because obviously chlorine and other impurities in the water is not good for us. But in addition to filtering out the impurities out of the water, the Anespa has a secondary cartridge, looks like this, and there's little ceramic balls in there. So these are the actual minerals from the Futahama hot spring in Japan, and so after the water is filtered, it picks up these hot spring minerals into the water. And so this filter, here's the old one again, it has to be replaced about once a year depending on the filter depending on the source water quality of your municipal water supply. And here's the new filter I'm going to install, so you can see the difference there. And so you can see that the old filter here picked up the impurities of the water, and these are not in the skin of my wife Sherry and of our 5 children. And now we're going to put in the new filter here. And then in addition to filtering the water, adding in the hot springs, it also runs through some powerful magnets, which also microclusters the water to make the water smaller, so it absorbs the minerals better, and so that your skin can absorb the minerals better as well. So you have softer skin, moisturized skin, softer hair, it repairs your hair. And so drinking the Kangen water heals your body from the inside out, while bathing in the Anespa, the natural hot spring at home, is like healing your body from the outside in. And so you guys also at the